If you've ever wondered, will this actually work for me? You're not alone. Most women doubt themselves before they doubt a plan. It's really common to think, well, that'll work for someone else, or that works for someone else, but I'm not sure if it will for me. But when you understand your starting point and you use tools that support your brain and body in the way they actually work, that's when sustainable change becomes a lot more possible than you think. Hi friends, I'm glad that you're here. I'm Clarenda Price, a certified life and weight loss coach, former nurse of 21 years, and personal trainer. I help women rebalance their hunger hormones, understand the root cause of emotional and stress eating, and create simple and sustainable habits that help them feel lighter in their mind and body. Welcome to episode 148. Your 2026 Weight Loss GPS, the FLAWSOME framework for energy, clarity, and sustainable results. If you want more energy and sustainable weight loss in 2026, the short answer to, will this actually work for me, is yes, it can. But, like anything, you gain clarity through implementation, tools, a willingness to show up for yourself, and support to help you integrate it into your lifestyle. Science now shows that nothing in your brain is fixed. Your habits can change, your thought patterns can change, and when those change, your results change. But just like GPS, Google Maps, you need two things: where you are now and where you want to go. Most people skip step number one because it doesn't really feel good, and then wonder why they get frustrated. Let's not do that. I can reassure you that the initial discomfort you feel for coming to clarity on step one, being honest at where you are right now, it won't last for long. At least that's my experience with those I work with. So let's talk about your personal health GPS, your starting point. Here are 5 questions I shared in a presentation last week. Assign a number to each one, no judgment, just honesty. I'll guide you through it. Question 1. How would you rate your energy on a scale of 0 to 10? You're here, listening or watching, so we know it's not a 0. But is it a 3 or a 7 or anything in between? Write it down, or at least state it out loud. Number 2. How would you rate your sleep without medication? On a scale of 0 to 10. 0 is 1 hour or less. Extremely poor. 10 is optimal in quantity and quality. You may describe a 10 as restful and restorative. And if that's the case, most likely the deep sleep and the REM sleep, which is your rapid eye movement when you dream, they're doing their job. Number 3, how would you rate your mental and emotional stress? 0 is no stress. I feel calm and grounded always. 10 is I'm stressed to the max. I'm carrying everything. Number 4, how satisfied are you with your weight or how your clothing fits? 0, extremely dissatisfied. This doesn't feel like me. 10, I'm at my healthiest weight. I can wear the kind of clothes that I love and I'm comfortable in. And I'm also comfortable in my birthday suit. Number 5, how would you rate your motivation? 0 is I barely have enough energy to get out of bed. And 10 is I love what I get to do every day and I follow through on it. This is your GPS. It's your starting location. It's not a judgment. Now that you know where you are, let's look ahead. Let's look at where you're going, your destination. Lately in my coaching sessions, there's been a concept that I've noticed women are starting to embrace more. It's that you can be awesome and still have flaws. And yes, that's common knowledge, but I mean, they're starting to get it. We're human, so we can't have one without the other. We're a package deal. So the word that came to mind for me was FLAWSOME. I didn't invent that word, but I thought it was a good word to create an acronym for in regards to weight loss. I want you to think about this for yourself. If you could stop judging yourself and lean into the concept that you could produce results without being perfect, Don't you think the whole process would feel a lot lighter and be a lot more enjoyable? It is. Just check out some of the testimonials on my website, which is clarendasempowerment.com. I want you to start this year feeling encouraged and realizing that it is doable. Okay, here's what I came up with for an acronym for FLAWSOME. There are other options I could have given to a lot of the letters, but just play with me. This is what I thought balanced out well. F is for fat. Set fat loss goals, not just weight loss goals. Muscle is your long-term health insurance, your metabolic engine, and your future mobility. This is why I always recommend scales that measure body composition and not just pounds. L is for love. Learn to love yourself for who you are right now. And maybe you do. Either way, because of love, let that inspire you so that you will choose the healthiest choice for you on what you're going to consume, what you're going to put into your body and mind. What you choose to do today impacts everything from this moment onward. You can hate yourself thinner. We all have done that, but it doesn't feel good and it doesn't last. Eventually, resentment or rebellion steps in and the cycle starts over. Love, not hate, is what fuels sustainable action. You don't have to love every part of your journey, but you do have to love yourself through it. And maybe you're thinking, but Clarenda, I really can't say honestly that I do love myself. And I understand. I have a section, if we work together, that helps you move through that beautifully in a way that feels really good, very real, very honest. Not to love yourself like, oh, I think I'm all that and much more, like in a way that looks down on others, just in a very grounded, assuring way of you know who you are and you know what you want. A is for activity. Move your body more. That doesn't require hours at the gym. It requires you to be consistent and have an intention for every day and follow through. If you've been a listener for a while, you've probably heard me share many client stories along the way. And one I can mention right here is someone who came and every step literally was painful for her. So she couldn't imagine, like almost an eye roll I could see happening of, what, you want me to move more? But it hurts. And this past week, she was able to say the pain is gone or minimal. She's moving. She's not sitting on the couch anymore. She's feeling more energy. And maybe I'll get a little more of a testimonial from her to share with you. It just made my heart so happy for her. It's those small steps. It's someone else believing in you when you're thinking it's impossible that gets the momentum going and continues the momentum. She's very pleasantly surprised at what she's capable of and the results that she's getting. Movement changes your mood, changes your metabolism, and your belief in what you can do. W is for weight. And this isn't just physical weight. This is emotional and mental weight. You know, the weight that sits right here on your chest. The pressure that you feel that leads to exhaustion. What you think about at 3 a.m. and the thoughts that keep you stuck. My client, Yvonne Nye, said it beautifully. She said, I lost 100 pounds of emotional baggage and 29.2 pounds and 26.75 inches in 13 weeks. Thank you for saving me. When you release emotional weight, physical weight follows. S is for self-care. Not bubble baths, not nail appointments. Those are both nice. However, they're temporary. True self-care is nourishment for your mind and body. Boundaries, sleep, recovery, and more. It's the habits that give you balance, stability, and energy for the people that you love. O is for optimistic. Notice, I'm not saying positivity. Positivity can feel fake and forced. Optimism is preparation and hope. Trying to be positive all the time creates pressure and frustration and even depression because we can't maintain that high expectation of being positive all the time in our day-to-day lives. Optimism says, I see the challenge, I'm preparing for the challenge, and I'm choosing tools to support me. I know there's purpose in the discomfort, and I can do hard things. Optimism also says, I know there are a lot of benefits to me doing this, to me feeling this temporary discomfort. And I also know that there are a lot of drawbacks if I continue on this way and don't make any changes. It's finding joy and hope in the journey. Not because it's easy, but because it's meaningful. And you'll hear more about this next week. M is meaning, muscle, metabolism, metrics. Meaning gets you off the couch. Purpose fuels action. Muscle supports your longevity. It's protective. Metabolism impacts everything. Hormones, hunger, cravings, energy, sleep, inflammation, and, drum roll please, your ability to lose weight sustainably. Metrics give you data, not drama. They show small wins, patterns, progress, and opportunities to adjust as needed. We each have unique genetic wiring, and yet we also have the God-given ability to change. That's the beauty of it. And last but not least is E. Any guesses? Energy. Energy is generated through habits, nutrition, mindset, movement, rest, and boundaries. When we have energy, everything feels easier. So let's raise our energy this year. And that, my friends, is what I have for FLAWSOME. So what's coming next? Well, next Tuesday, my daughter will be with me. She gets in the night before, very late from Toronto. So I'll be excited to spend the day with her. But I recommend that if you are feeling any stress or you want to prevent that overstressed feeling, because there's going to be stress, it's inevitable, that you watch sometime between now and Christmas, episode 112, which is Give Yourself a Holiday Hug, 4 de-stress tips. Then on December 30th, right here on this podcast, I'll be sharing with you how to end the year feeling grounded and how to begin the year with hope and focus. I'll also be sharing some journal prompts. And January 5th kicks off a fresh start. Feel lighter in 2 weeks. And that is less than 2 weeks away. It's online, only $49, and it gives you a true reset. And then, if you decide you want to carry on to the full Feel Light, Mind, and Body program, you'll get a $50 coupon towards the registration. Have you saved your spot yet? I sure hope so, because that's the way I can really help you make a transformation. Before we wrap up, I want to wish all who celebrate a very Merry Christmas and a healthy New Year. And for those who are missing someone very special this season, be gentle with yourself. I'll still miss my dad. He passed on the 15th of December, so it's kind of a double whammy because he loved Christmas, as well as my brother-in-law and other friends who were more like family for me. Grief sure doesn't skip holidays, does it? Look for love and kindness. Be that light, even in small ways. What you might think as being insignificant may mean the world to someone else. It may be exactly what they need at that moment. So hold the door open. Smile at a stranger. Carry someone's groceries. Take something that you've made to a neighbor or a friend. Whatever you feel a nudge to do, do it. We all can make such a difference when we come from love. So with that, I'll say goodbye for now. I look forward to being with you on the 30th, as well as what's to come in this coming year.